Go.
Now, everybody knows that I love to drink. This one right here is hard to drink because it's so many licorice. He put awesomeness in here. It's called the Seven Seas. It's not even on the menu. It's a secret drink. And now him and I are friends, and he's gonna come and hang out with us tonight, maybe. Hey, let's go.
Good evening, everyone. I'm back in my aquarium. I'll be swimming a little bit with the fishies. I don't know, it's a 12-hour loop. It's on Aquarium TV, so if you don't have it, grab it. It's nice to just chill out, too, and have a cocktail. First, let me tell you what I'm drinking. I made up a drink this evening, and it's actually really good. So let's start off by thanking Scotty's Vodka. This is my base for this evening. And then I went with some Petite Light pineapple and Petite Light pear. So actually it's 2/3 parts. Well, it's half a cup of vodka. Let's be realistic. I'm going to try to get the comments because it's just me tonight, guys. What's up, Scotty? Scotty Nash is here from Scotty's Vodka. And we're going to tell you I'm going to tell you a little thing in a little bit about what's happening with him sooner than later. So I did 2/3 parts of the pear to 1 part of pineapple. I didn't measure it out because it was a half a cup, and then I just filled the rest. And then just for the top, because I took a sip of it, I said, yeah, it tastes very fruity and things like that, but just threw a little bit of Malibu on top just to give it that coconut edge, kind of a little bit of a tropical flavor, if you will. But it's outstanding. I think this is going to be my go-to drink when I'm not just pounding rum straight. It's a poison apple with Snow White. It is, actually. I think this is from Threadless. I used to shop a lot on Threadless because they used to have like $5.99 sales. So I used to buy a lot of shirts from them. But yeah, it's actually... I've worn it to the parks a bunch of times. Snow White definitely gives me weird looks when I wear it around her and she's out and about. So yeah, a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Again, quick shout out to Grant and Patton's Cigar Club. If you have golfers in your family, people who don't golf, people who just like to enjoy cigars, again, got quite a few I have to go out and hit the links with as soon as my back is better from my tumble in Wisconsin. That's actually still giving me problems. But hey, ibuprofen is a great thing. Then of course, we want to thank Scotty's Vodka. Scotty did not hand sign this, but I'm going to make him sign it, I think, at one point so that I can have some memorabilia from him. And, of course, SD Transport. And, of course, me, MVP Nate, making all of your vacation wishes come true. So tonight I keep saying we. There's nobody else here. I just keep looking at my drink. So if I say we, it means me and myself and my drink are going to talk about places in Orlando that we want to visit, have visited, or at least had some sort of knowing abouts and things like that, and happy hours, because everybody wants to go to the happy hour, especially if you're down here and you're going to theme parks and stuff like that. It does tend to get a little bit pricey. So what we tried to compile is, me and my drink, a bunch of places that we can all go during happy hour. Most of them are Monday through Friday. And what we did notice, my drink and I, is that I can't keep saying that all night. I'll stop soon. Let me get rid of this window. And if you hear dings, it's just because my phone's going nuts right now. That they don't list what their happy hour specials are. Crystal, what's up? It's good to see you. You're going to like this because you tend to come down to Florida sometimes, and knowing the places to go for happy hours is always a great thing to know about. We tried to stick, my drink and I, in the Central Florida area, which is something else we'll bring up a little bit later. But finding happy hours, like I said, generally they're Monday through Friday. Sometimes we'll get them. You can get a Saturday happy hour, Sunday. Sunday brunches are really big for a happy hour sort of a thing, like a brunch. Unlimited mimosas, things like that. Mimosa flights, those tend to be pretty popular right now. But I do have a list here that I'm going to try and go through with you guys. Get rid of this window. All right. So obviously, we've talked about Aku Aku a lot. That is right up by the water. They have the Stardust Lounge that's below it that they own as well. But Aku Aku, when it first opens at 4 p.m., 4 or 5, they do have happy hour specials. But I've also noticed that Aku Aku, their drinks are moderately priced all the time. They're more about having you taste concoctions. They do a lot of secret menu stuff. You just have to reach out and ask. Yeah, make me whatever you feel like, stuff like that. I know we've talked about that kind of stuff before, but their prices on their drinks are actually really good. And then so there's a place called The Pub. It's 9101 International Drive in Orlando, Florida. Beer, spirits, and wine, $2 off all draft beers. A shot of the Olds, which is Old Forester, Old Grandad, or Old Overholt, are only $3. Well cocktails are $5. Trinity Oaks house wines are $5.50 a glass, and then pub favorite cocktails. So your run of the mill everything's are about $7, and then they also do shareables, so like small appetizers and things for $6.50. Dirty fries loaded with bacon, Maker's Mark barbecue, cheddar, scallions, and you can either get chips or sweet potato fries. Now that's something that really intrigued me because obviously when we're out drinking and we'd like to have something to, sop it all up with besides just eating garlic bread or something like that. But obviously a place I want to try out. Another place we've talked about before is the 808, also owned by the folks over at Aku Aku. It's only about I think you can walk there in about 5 to 7 minutes. But on Thursdays, they have $2 burgers. That's silly. Now, all the accoutrement and all the extras are only 50 cents each, everything you add on to it. But it's definitely a good place to go. If you want to try Polynesian food, if you like Polynesian food, they make a burger platter that's 2 burger patties over rice, eggs on top of that. And then a gravy that they put on top. Simply amazing. I mean, it really is. And if you guys have any recommendations of places that you've gone in Orlando or somewhere in the Central Florida area, we'd love to hear about them. Tampa in October. Tutu Tango has a great happy hour. Facebook Uzair, if you can. Tutu Tango. Yes, if you could tell me what their happy hours are, that would be awesome. Trying to get through it. Still remember the rum flight, delicious. Yeah, that was at that was at that Lowe's place where Pat and I went down and we had a rum commander or a rum captain that came over and showed us all the bottles that they had, and they had a really good special in order to try flights of rum and things like that. Now you got to be ready because the stuff will definitely kick you right in the boo-boo. Yep. I'm getting there as well. Frankie Liz has a place right off Montrose in downtown Claremont called the Roasted Spirit. If you like whiskey, if you like bourbon, he's a huge whiskey bourbon guy. And I'm telling you, I've never seen a wall of bourbon and whiskey bigger than this. It is all different kinds and anything you can imagine. All the high-end stuff, everything. You can get old fashions with it or any kind of drink you want. And he's also starting to carry a lot of rums, which I requested. So now he has a lot of that stuff too. We're just waiting for Scott Nash to get his vodka in there because right now it's a little bit. Oh, it is Skip. Skip, sure. Okay, great. Good to see you, my friend. I'm not sure why you didn't come through, but that's okay. It's good to see you. How's it going? So when we're talking about Disney and stuff like that, you know that the drinks there, I mean, beers they tend to be a little bit more expensive, $10, $11 for beers. Mixed drinks are probably going to be between $14 and $17, trying to get everybody off the beaten path a little bit to try to explore Orlando a little bit. Uber's not expensive because these places aren't very far from Disney because Disney is kind of centrally located in Orlando. It's maybe a 15-minute drive to get to downtown, and you can really explore a lot of places. There's so many places to have drinks down there. Tons and tons of activity, and it's pretty much it kind of turns like, I don't want to say college night, but it tends to get hopping right after dark. Everybody starts coming out and everybody's having drink specials. They all have the little chalkboard A-frames that they put out on the side. Come on in, have this. A lot of them are boutique-y. So it's not just sports bars that are down there. Like typical cities are just going to have like sports bars just playing. A lot of them will play sports, but it's not, super loud, that kind of stuff. They do like to do a lot of craft things down in Orlando. They're, from what I've noticed. Disney Springs Stargazers has a happy hour from 4 to 7. Jock Lindsay's also does happy hour. I think almost all of Disney Springs tends to have some sort of happy hour, so that will alleviate the pocket a little bit, because obviously we all know that drinking around the world in Epcot can get a little bit pricey. All right, let's go back to some other places we found. The Burnt Word Tavern, which is on Dr. Phillips Boulevard in Orlando. 7 days a week, 3 to 6 p.m. $3 bottles, $4 drafts, house wines at $5, signature cocktails $6, appetizers $7. If you're looking to go out, have a good time, that would be a place that I would definitely recommend going to. Just to, again, give yourself the night out. Strongwater Tavern, that's what it is. Get the yuca. So I think we talked about it one night where the chef actually prepared yuca 3 different ways for us, because I wasn't sure what I wanted. If I wanted fried yuca, they had a boiled yuca, which I was a little bit weary of just by eating straight boiled, but the way that they season it was absolutely incredible. And I think for Pat and I, and we were there for a couple of hours, we went through the whole gambit. We had quite a few rums, plus all the yuca, but the chef came out, talked to us about everything. And obviously having a rum captain, they had rums there that I haven't even seen before. And right now I have 38 different kinds of rum in my bar. I didn't just count them that fast. I just remember how many bottles I ran out of. But I do have 38 bottles of rum in my bar. And only 1 vodka, because it's Scotty's. Plug. Let's see. Yes, Portofino Hotel, great place. Kind of a conference center hotel. Tricky to get into. Pat and I literally had to I jumped the fence and then let Pat in. It's not like we were breaking in. We just couldn't find another way to get into the place. And we couldn't even get to the lobby from the walking path that we were on coming from wherever we were at. I know Pat thinks it's funny because I almost fell down because we had already been doing that. So having a couple drinks. Another place on Montrose, Suds Saloon. We go there almost religiously on Sundays because there is the farmers market in downtown Claremont, which runs, I believe, from 9 to 1 right now. It's usually 9 to 2, but during the summer it stops around 1 o'clock. Tons of vendors, but also downtown Claremont is open carry drinks. So we go to Suds. We usually fill up a beer, plastic cup, and just go walk around, go back, get more. And there's 3 or 4 places where you can get drinks. 8th. Southern on 8th is another place where you can go in and get mixed cocktails. Suds basically is a Wisconsin-based bar. The whole family's from Wisconsin, so everything in there is Brewers, Packers, but super friendly. Like, it's really like Cheers when you walk in there. Everybody's excited, having a great time, and it's in a marketplace. So right across from them, there's a place that does either milkshakes or crepes, but they do like pizza crepes and things like that. Right outside the doorway, there's the mini donuts that you can get there, and then right across from them. And we're only talking about 100 by, not even, maybe like 75 by 40 foot area where you can get croquetas, the chicken and cheese fried kind of ball things. And they have a bunch of other more Peruvian type foods like that. And then upstairs, there's a burger place that is absolutely incredible. It gets raves all the time in a lot of the local places that, or a lot of the local Facebook groups. They have burgers and fries that everybody just says is absolutely outstanding. And it really is. The burgers are ridiculous. I usually get the cheddar with the grilled onions on top, and it's mouth-watering. Like my mouth is watering right now. That's what I mean by mouth-watering. All right, let's go back over to Orlando. The Hangry Bison is on 250 West Plant Street in Winter Garden, Florida. which isn't too far. It's kind of in between here and Orlando. So from my house, it's about 35-minute drive to to downtown Orlando, 30 minutes depending on traffic. But they have Hangry Hour Old Fashioned, Hangry Hour Moscow Mules, Hangry Hour Cosmos, Old Forester Bourbons, and those are all $6. Well drinks are $5. Wines are $5, and select pints are $5. So, again, if you're down in the Florida area and you want to kind of take some strain off the wallet from doing that kind of stuff and go have a great time, take an Uber. I know not a lot of people drive down here because many people are crazy like me. But and plus, I wouldn't recommend driving after drinking anyway, just because you don't want to. And if you can just zip right back to your hotel, Sean has a car service. He might be able to help you out on that. Let's see. This is Black Rock Bar and Grill in Windermere. Windermere Road in Orlando. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's a huge window of happy hour. If you're looking to take a resort day or something like that, you can get out early. $5 house wines, $4.25 well drinks, $5.25 house margaritas, and $6.25 house Long Islands. And then they have rotating tap handles there as well. $3 pints of Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Bud Light, $4 talls. So those are probably going to be the 20s. And then $3.75 Blue Moon Bells. So you can get that's a tough thing to get inexpensive is Bells. Founders and Peroni. They have those as well for $3.75. That's actually Pat texting in another group, killing me right now with the dings. All right. Cypress Cove Marina Resort. That's in downtown Claremont as well. So if you're in the downtown Claremont area, there are 2 breweries within walking distance. It's literally, 3 blocks from each other. You got Sun Creek, which has, 10 or 12 of their own beers that they make. They don't have anything else. It's just their own beers, but they make a seltzer. They've got some reds. They've got 2 or 3 IPAs. They've got a lager. They've got a Pilsner. So anything that would suit your palate. Plus, they have a eatery attached to it as well. It went through a change recently, so I have to try and think about what is actually there. Let's go back to another thing about Sud Saloon. You have $2 domestics, 3 through 6, Monday through Friday. So it is actually, I have it here when I put it down. All right, so $2 Bud Light, Coors Light, Yuengling, Miller Lite, and Mick Ultra. Big Mick Ultra fan. They also serve wines, so it's $4 for the House Cabernet or the House Chardonnay. And that's all the way up until 6 o'clock, open container district again. So it's actually a really good place. So if you go to eat any of the breweries, so there's Sun Creek, I just mentioned, and then there's Claremont Brewing Company. I've had iffy experiences. I've seen some people that say it's awesome. I've had other people say they don't get served. That happened to be the problem that I had a couple of times, is that service was just non-existent. I mean, the first day that we moved down here, we couldn't move into the house till 1 o'clock, so we decided to explore. We went to downtown Claremont, and we went to CBC. We literally sat outside. So it was Ray, myself, the 2 littles, and the 2 dogs, and we were just sitting out on their porch for 15 minutes before I finally walked inside, walked up to the bar and got drinks. Said they would send somebody right out, and they did not. Then I went back in and returned my glasses, and that's a whole different story. So let's not talk bad about them. I've heard that it has gotten a lot better there. So obviously give them a shot because it's in walking distance and it's open container. You can just walk around plastic cups. But they make their own beer, obviously, because they are a brewery. Oh, what is my favorite happy hour spot on Disney property? Grog Grotto. Well, Grog Grotto doesn't do a happy hour per se. And plus, I only drink rum old fashions that Skipper Alyssa makes. Now, because a lot with the acidity definitely does give me heartburn. And I can't just walk around with 10 Tums all the time. You're only supposed to take 7 a day. So I read the bottle and I eat 7 a day. This isn't very acidically, whatever it is. This doesn't have that much acid in it. It's not really giving me the bite, but I know that a lot of the stuff they use there, because they're putting cinnamon, they're putting bitters, things like that, things that kind of, bring the acid up. But favorite happy hour would probably be Jock Lindsay's, because I kind of like gravitate towards places that I like and with bartenders that I know. That's why I go to Grog Grotto. And Jock Lindsay's. All right, let me interject real quick and give you guys a Disney update about parking on property. If you're looking just to go to Grog Grotto, let's say, and you want to park at Poly, I'm not sure you're going to be able to. It's been a little bit tricky there lately. They're starting to hand out these, I don't know, 8x10 printouts that you have to put in your windshield, and they check your reservation as you're driving in. So I know that they had been cracking down on that. A lot of people have been parking at resorts and then walking to parks or taking monorail to parks and things like that. They do have the Ticket and Transportation Center for you to park at. The monorail is right there. You can take it to Epcot. You can take it over to Magic Kingdom. You can take it to Poly, Contemporary, and Grand Floridian as well. But they don't want you parking on the property itself. And that's something that just happened, I believe, yesterday, that they started handing out these different things. But I'll try to get to the bottom of that and give you guys some more information on how that's going. All right, Tangeray's Bar, 100 South Orange Ave in Orlando. Like I said, downtown Orlando really isn't that big of an area. If you think about Metro New York, if anybody's been there, or Metro Chicago, any of the big metro cities, this is a very condensed, smaller version. It's all grid, so all the streets go one way up, one way down, one way the other way. So once you learn which way to go, it's really not that big. All these places you can probably walk to, or it'll be like a 2 or 3 minute ride by Uber or Lyft. So this is Tangeray's happy hour, 5 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's 50% off your tab. So that's really the best deal that we found so far. So when we were in Wisconsin, if you went to happy hour, it's always buy one, get one. So if you got a beer, they would give you a chip, they would give you a paint stick, they would give you something so that you could redeem for a free one of those the next time you go up to the bar. So 50% off your tab, that's basically the same thing. I mean, that's a damn good deal. They do also have live music every night from 10:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and there's no cover. Another key thing down in Orlando is no cover. Makes things a heck of a lot easier and a heck of a lot more expensive. Less expensive, excuse me. Mother's Day. Yeah, we did go to a few places on Mother's Day. We went to a karaoke tiki bar, which was much more karaoke and not tiki, but the theme inside was very bamboo, more like Ocean City or South New Jersey tiki, where you get the colorful masks with the big teeth, that kind of stuff, as opposed to Grog Grotto, which is an immersive experience, a lot of entertainment that happens, and servers that really know how to handle that kind of stuff. The servers here were just like, do you want a bucket of beer? Here it is. And just kind of like drop it off to you. But still a cool place. Got hammered. They did have happy hour, though. They did have happy hour. And then that's the night that we went to that scary place where they do scary things. There was all the drinks were scary, and they had like dry ice that came out of them, martinis and things like that. Suffering Bastard, also in Sanford. It's a little bit out of the way. It's about a 45-minute car ride or Uber ride, something like that. I know we've talked about it before on the show, but fun place to go if you want a very intimate experience with amazing cocktails. Grog Grotto and Suffering Bastard are kind of on the same plane with the way that they make their drinks. Suffering Bastard edges it up a little bit more because of the toppings. So think about a Bloody Mary, and you go to one place and it's like, all right, here's your Bloody Mary with a cheese stick, pepperoni stick, and a pickle. And then Suffering Bastard, it's like, here's your Bloody Mary. We're going to melt marshmallows. It's going to be a whole experience. We're going to put this on top, and this is going to happen. Not to say that Grog Grotto doesn't do the happenings and the entertainment portions of that stuff, but Suffering Bastard is just, again, open for a short window. 5 to 11 they're open. Grog Grotto opens from 3 till whatever closing time is. Sometimes it's 11, 12, something like that. Both fun places to go. Both very interesting experiences. And I'm pretty sure that the capacity at both places is, I know Grog Grotto's 51. Suffering Bastard can't be much bigger. Very intimate. If you want to go to Suffering Bastard, though, I highly recommend you make a reservation just because it does book up months in advance. So let's go back to here and give you guys some more places to go. Okay, this is the one I was looking forward to talking about. The Hammered Lamb. Like, that's just a great place. My buddy Anthony was just down here when I posted this up the other day. He was like, that's a great name for it. He's coming back down here in November. He's going to be here for my birthday. And I'm pretty sure that a birthday call is going to be happening sometime around them to go here. That's also on Orange Avenue in Orlando, 1235 North Orange, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 a.m. are their happy hour. $2.25 domestic bottle, $3.25 call liquors, $4 select wines. Obviously, I could sit there from 4 to 7 and definitely make that happen. Let's see, where else are we? Hammered Lamb. Yep, Anthony, we're going. Sud Saloon, $2 domestics, 3 to 6. We talked about that one. Our friend Jamie posted a place called Big Fin, Sunday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. So the only day that they don't have it is Saturdays, which is fine by me. Big Fin happy hour. Hold on. There was another picture that she posted. So it's they do a raw bar. They do sushi. They do main plates. Definitely a fish-themed place, obviously called Big Fin. But they have calamari. They've got fish tacos. They've got chicken and lemongrass pot stickers. They've got different kinds of shrimp. Let me go back to her post. There we go. Happy hour specials. $1 off beer. And they've got everything. Bud Light, Budweiser, Land Shark, Mick Amber, Mick Ultra, Blue Point, Stella Artois, Artos. Ivanhoe Brewing, Ghost Island, and Central 28. $7 cocktails and $9 cocktails, $6 house liquors, and $6 wine. So you can see that everything kind of fits in that whole $5 to $7 range, which is still, basically half price of everything we're used to when we're traveling around the Disney area. Nate's so cute. Look at him. Oh, you know what? I'm going to post that because it. Hey. Like our friend Tara says, "Hey, girl, hey." But yeah, where do you guys like? If you're in the Florida area, where do you like to go besides Grotto? Besides places that are in Disney Springs, kind of looking outside the box. We just really love downtown Claremont because of the atmosphere. There's so much to do. There's a wine walk on Fridays. Which we've talked about that before. 20 glasses of wine you get to have for $20. And you get to go and visit all the local shops, which are all open, serving wine and obviously have specials for the wine walks and things like that. Hold on a second. I'm just going to get some ice. My ice machine is right here. Don't go away. Watch the fish. Watch the fish. Make sure they don't get out of hand. My fish can get a little bit unruly from time to time. They're not my fish, but the fish on TV. That's the second time I've had to fill up this drink. So, folks, you better start talking. Let me know what's going on because I got to slam this drink so I can make another one so you guys can watch me. I had a pregame before you guys got here. Let's see. What else do we have? Central Florida. We do have another group that is starting up for everybody who likes to come down to Florida and things like that. We're still launching it, getting it off the ground, getting it ready. Our buddy Bob was down in Orlando going to some spots the other day and posting a bunch of drinks. So he was at Finnegan's at Universal Studios, and he was there long enough that they started making him taste test the Halloween Horror Night shots. So the one that he posted was Bailey's, Blue Curacao, Peach Brandy, and Grenadine, called the Alien Brain Hemorrhage. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to release that because I don't think Halloween Horror Nights has started just yet. But Bob's awesome. If you guys don't know Bob, and I know a lot of the people down in Florida, you do know Bob. He's amazing. Super tall. His wife's super short. If you put them together, they kind of balance out like a good rum drink. they were over at Sean's the other night for tailgate happy hour. That's what we had. At Castle Lanai, we've been trying to come up with themes to do every Friday night instead of just slamming drinks. What about Bob? Yeah, Bob is he's an awesome character. But they hung out pretty good, and the guy loves his craft beer. So he definitely hurt the fridge on the craft beers, even though there was still a ton of them left. Zach says, yes, there is a brewery in St. Pete that's all about dogs. They name all the beers after dog things, and people bring their dogs in for everyone to pet. Yes, we actually went there when we went to the Cage Brewing, and that place is, by far my favorite brewery that I've been to so far down here. Cage Brewing is a garage door that opens about halfway. You have to duck on a Bob would have to crawl because Bob, I think, is like 6'7". So you'd have to like crawl in there. But their beers were absolutely amazing. Best ones I've had from a brewery on tap in Florida since we've been here. That's when we went down with Sean Hook and my wife. We went to a Tampa Bay Boston game, and that was actually tons of fun. And we did go. So it's actually across the street diagonally, across the two-lane street. Right across the street, and that's where we saw it. Pause? Is it called Pause? I want to say it's called Pause. But yeah, every beer that they had there, and they had shit tons. I mean, 20 or 30 different beers, and everyone brings in their dogs, and most of them were well behaved. There wasn't a lot of barking and stuff like that. I was a little like this, so I wasn't really going after the pet dogs. I was trying to drink. They can have the shittiest beer in the world, and it's still the best because they are all about dogs. Well, if you go to a brewery, hopefully it's not the shittiest beer. But dogs are cool. Yeah, I have 2 of them. I'm not going to talk about them right now because I have to look at them all day. But we'll save that for a different show. Ray should know the name of that dog place because she was petting dogs all the time. Milk Bone Nitro. I think I tried that. I tried that, and I tried one of their stouts. There was a really, really rich stout that I had there as well. But Cage really, really took me by surprise. That place it's called Pause. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I thought it was called Pause. It's a big green or yellow sign outside that's just got a dog paw right in the middle, from what I remember anyway. And then you go to the stadium and you're paying $9-10 for, Mick Ultras and stuff like that. So just, again, want to give people an idea of what's going on inside of Orlando besides Disney, just because, how do I put this? Disney's been kind of pulling back a little bit, pulling the reins back. Annual passes aren't really for sale anymore unless you're a Florida resident. And the only pass you can buy if you're not is the super expensive one. Disneyland just raised their prices on their passes and added blackout dates, which I think is pretty damn silly, to be honest with you. But again, you're paying $10 or $11 a beer. And if you want to get a night out, I love Disney. Again, half my body's tattooed Disney. I'm wearing a Disney shirt. But if you want to pull back the reins a little bit and you want to do 2-for-1s basically from what you're paying for at Disney and go out and explore Orlando. Disneyland is still way cheaper. It's also way smaller and there's way less to do. Downtown Disney is about the size of 2 of my shoes put together. Yeah, except for passes. Their passes are now more expensive than Walt Disney World, if you can believe that. But yeah, I mean, there's just much more to do here in Orlando, but it's also, Orlando is a much more touristy area than Disneyland is. Disneyland is about 80% locals that go to Disneyland and about 20% people who are from out of town. As a matter of fact, one of my clients is there right now. She just texted me. She just got to her room, and that's always fun. They have more rides there than all 4 parks here combined. Yes, and I saw the pictures of you broken down on them, so they break everywhere. It's Disney. They haven't refreshed their rides in 25 years. Universal is an amazing alternative if you want to go have some. If you're a coaster nut, go to Universal. Way more coasters, way more places to drink, especially Magic Kingdom. So a lot of people have been talking about Magic Kingdom lately. They have kind of like opened up a little bit more. So you can, at Royal Table, you can get drinks now. Obviously, Skipper Canteen, which is probably one of the better places. They're actually changing their menu a little bit to give you more food selection. Actually, it's not, depending on how you do your tickets. They have Express Pass and Disney doesn't. And if you stay at a Premier Resort, which is half the price of anything as a Premier or Deluxe Resort at Disney, it's half the price of that, and you get free Express Pass, which can, yes, cost you up in excess, depending on if it's a holiday or not, $330 per day, $350 per day, excuse me. But usually it runs right about $129 for Express Pass, which means you get to ride whatever ride you want, whenever you want. But if you stay at their Premier hotels, which, again, are half the price of Disney's Deluxe Resorts, you get free Express Pass, and you don't have to pay for that. SeaWorld, another great place to go if you want to have drinks. They're doing their craft beer festival right now, which I think they have 20 different craft beers that you can sample. You pay upfront one fee. They have food and beers as well that you can go ahead and try, sample. Amazing. Great stuff that they have going on there. SeaWorld is a lot of fun for people watching. They have some really great bars there. Shark Bar is amazing. They have some really good bartenders there that make some really, really good drinks. Genie Plus is $15. I can skip lines whenever. Wow, no, you can't. I can't keep putting up your lies. You keep lying. Every comment you make is a lie. Let's see. So yeah, SeaWorld, Aquatica. So SeaWorld, if you're going to go down to SeaWorld, if you come down to Orlando 2 or 3 times a year, it's definitely worth it to buy a SeaWorld pass, because it not only covers SeaWorld and Aquatica, it also covers Busch Gardens and all the Busch Gardens, SeaWorlds, and Aquaticas in the United States. So that's 11 theme parks for $300 a year. You get 40% off of all your merch, 20% off all drinks, and either 20 or 10% off all food, plus the perks you get every month, which is usually a $10 voucher to spend at any of the parks. Busch Gardens is usually a $20 voucher, and those are all free every month. Sometimes it's bring a friend for free, all that kind of stuff. But for $300 a year, it's brainless, especially if you're going to come down. Or even if you live up by Richmond and you want to go to the Busch Gardens up there, same thing. You can use it there. You can use it down here. Yep, E3LCPL. Yes, it is. It's the best deal that we know of down here. And we go to SeaWorld and Aquatica more. We went to Aquatica on Christmas Day, and we sat in the lazy river for 2 hours. It was 85 degrees out, and just floated around for 2 hours drinking for 20% off, which is basically an extra shot in each one of your mixed drinks. Or, you're paying $8 for beer as opposed to 11 like everywhere else. Hold on. Darren. Hi, Darren. Which Darren are you? Are you Darren from Chuck's, or Darren from... Are you Darren from Gaither? Like, who are you? Give me a last name. Darren. We have 3,600 followers. I'm trying to figure out who we are. Probably Darren. Let me see. Is that a drawing for his? Yeah, that's probably Darren Gaither. Hi, Darren. Yeah, it is. It's actually an amazing deal. Yeah, Darren Gaither. That's what I said. See, I said it 3 times. 3 times I clicked my heels, and here you are. Now I'm drinking. What are you drinking? What's everybody drinking tonight? I haven't heard anybody say what they're drinking tonight. This is Drunk Disney Dads. I want to know what you guys are all drinking. I showed you what I'm drinking. I'm going to make another drink. Hold on. Let me pound this, and I'm going to make another drink so you guys can all see. Oh, hold on. Let me get some ice. Hold on. I'm still here. Watch my fish. Make sure that they don't get out of control. You know what I'm glad about? I'm glad that the cicadas stopped making noise. We were supposed to get huge storms today. We didn't get any. So it is a little bit humid tonight. But have you guys even seen around here? I'm sure I've shown you before. So there's my back door. Yeah, that's my back door. So if you see those ropes that I put up, that's because wind here gets crazy and I don't want my blinds to get all messed up. And then we can go around the corner. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. It's a little dark back there, but there's my grill. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. If we turn around this way, I have to use my ring light because the camera on a MacBook Air is terrible. So that right there is the slider to my to the bedroom, one of the bedrooms. That's my fan that I installed to keep me nice and cool. Here's some of my mugs. And then right here, those are the old Polynesian lamps from the bedside. I ended up getting 2 of them when they did the refurb. And then that goes into the living room. And then we have another door around that corner that goes into the family room and the kitchen area. Okay, here we go. Finally, somebody's talking. Here we go. Strawberry lemonade with rum. Nice. Scotty Nash is drinking Russell's Reserve Old Fashioned. Nice. Did you make it prop? Did you burn? How do you like your old fashions? Do you smoke them, or do you burn the orange and then muddle it with sugar? How do you do your old fashions? Because I like rum old fashions, but and I've only had it this way once. I drank 2 or 3 of them because it was so good. But our friend Draven works at Hagen's, which is over in Windermere, Winter Garden, that area right there. And what he did was he put this cap on top. So it was like a wooden cap. All right, I'll be honest with you. It looked like a smoking device, okay? Like that kind of a smoking device with a little bowl on top. And he put it on top of the old fashioned, and he lit wood chips in the top. It was wood chips. Trust me, it was wood chips. But then it would sit there, and he somehow was able to lift it up a little bit so that the smoke would go in, and it made it so much better. But that was with the Bali High pineapple rum. Let me tell you something. It was probably one of the best old fashions I've ever had. Had the orange in it and had the muddled sugar. It was absolutely incredible. So let's make a drink with Nate. I'm Snow White. I'm gonna make a drink. That's my song for the day. That's all I got for you. This guy says just a homemade simple syrup, bitters, and an orange peel. There you go. Excellent. So first, you grab your Scotty's vodka. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to talk about that in a minute too. You guys got to listen to this because if you're in Florida in 2 weeks, all right. So you generously pour. Whoops, that went on my computer. Let's not do that again. Remember what happened last time I put stuff on my computer? We had a big problem. All right. Okay. So that's how much Scotty's I put. So it's, wow. It's this much. This much. Okay. Then we take our petite pear nectar. It was BOGO at Publix. Publix is awesome because they love to do BOGO. So we use that first. Oops, you guys can't see. Pear. This is called Drinks with Nate. Okay. Petite light. I got the light because it doesn't have the added sugar. A lot of these things like to add, but look, no preservatives, fair trade, so it's fair, and non-GMO. So then we go bloop, 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 pineapple. Okay. Then we take a little bit of this Malibu right here. You can see how full the drink is already because of Scotty. And just do about that much just to give it that flavor, you know, of a little bit of coconut, little tropical. I like tropical drinks. I don't like super fruity drinks because I have the heartburn. And if you guys know about the heartburn, that's kind of what I deal with on a daily basis. Everything gives me heartburn, though. Bread gives me heartburn. Taco, everything I make for my family, especially my spaghetti gravies. Oh, God, it's so heartburny. Sup, Farrell? Sup, Rhode Island, my home state? Good to see you. Scott, you got to get up to Rhode Island, too. We can get you a lot of business up in Rhode Island, or a lot of friends, a lot of new friends up in Rhode Island. But also, hopefully you're talking to Frankie to get you down into Florida. Well, it was a little vodka heavy, but I'll tell you, the pear nectar is actually super good. I don't know if anybody's heartburning. Yeah, heartburning. Absolutely. You know, if you go to New York System, the hot wieners, my favorite thing on the planet to eat. Hot wieners, 3 all the way. I always get them at New York System. That and a side of onion rings. I don't do the coffee milk like everybody likes to do. I can't because it's bad enough with the heartburn. I'm lactose intolerant, and they use just straight up whole milk. Like they get the cow and they just get the cow in there, put a little bit of coffee milk in there, but it's super tasty. I love the way it tastes, but I can only drink like that much of it. I'm going to talk to city distributors when I'm down there. Speaking of that, Scotty, I'm going to tell everybody right now. All right, so we did warn you guys 2 weeks from last Saturday. So a week from this coming, 2 weeks from yesterday. No, Friday. When's the 2nd? September 2nd. Whenever September 2nd is, we are hosting, or we are having, my drink and I, a Drunk Disney Dads gathering. Now, it's on a Friday. So not this Friday coming up, the following Friday, because I'm going to be in Atlanta this weekend for a wedding. But next Friday, we're doing a Drunk Disney Dads get together, sponsored by Scotty's Vodka. And from the last time that I talked to Scotty, which was a couple days ago, Scotty, can you confirm or deny that you are going to be making an appearance at this party? I'm not frozen, I'm just watching my comments. Dude, get a calendar? I have a calendar, but I also have vodka. So vodka trumps calendars. And plus, I work remote, so every day. Ready, guys? Ready? Wait. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Okay? Old Key West, Drunk Disney Dads have a 1-bedroom, which we are going to be hosting a Drunk Disney Dads party. Because I had to... You can be here. You can. Just get flights. Frontier flights right now are stupid. They're $40. $40 each way. I just looked up flights for a friend of mine today. Round trip for her and her boyfriend to come down here. Fiance? Are they engaged? I forget. Boyfriend. To come down here from Maryland is $220 round trip for 2 people. Dude, everybody can afford $220. You can go outside and find $220 on the sidewalk. Oh, Monica wants to come too. It depends on what time they let me check in, Monica. We are there. We're checking in on Friday. We're leaving on Sunday. We're telling everybody to bring bathing suits and something that you can. No, come on, Monica. Monica can make it. Uh-oh. If you send me sizes, I can bring shirts for whoever wants one. I will get you a list because we have, I think, 12 or 13 RSVPs already because we did put out a post a while ago telling people that this was going to happen, but nobody knew you were coming until tonight. So we will definitely work on that. Yeah, change your flights, Monica. Yeah, definitely depends. Monica from Friends. Well, she's a friend, but she's not on the television show. And if she was, she'd probably say different things. But yeah, everyone is invited. You just have to RSVP me and also think about a cool way or a sneaky way to get in the gate because I can't be like, hey, I've got 30 people coming to a party tonight because they're going to be like, nah, that's not how this works. But dining reservations work. Shopping works. Going to Gurgling Suitcase. I'm giving you guys all the tips on how to get into the party. We're going to have a full bar. We're bringing food. I'm making food. Hopefully not heartburny food. You sent down some bar mats from my bar. Can't wait. You know what? I'm going to bring one of them to the party. The thing about the Old Key West, biggest rooms on property, hands down. Biggest room. Their studio rooms are twice the size of everybody else's. We got a 1-bedroom suite. So full kitchen, full kitchen, fridge, dishwasher, the whole 9 yards. Center island. We're hooking up the kids' Xbox so that they can hang out there. Everybody's bringing swim trunks, bathing suits, bikinis, whatever you want. It's not a nudist colony, so you can't just wear your birthday suit. But we're going to be headed over to the pool, have some drinks. We're going to come back to the place, have some drinks, have some food, and we're going to rage. It's really we're gonna rage. I line you, Monica. Nate makes heartburn food. We Italian, he lying. I'm having a stroke trying to read what you're saying. Maybe we can at least meet you at Gurgling Suitcase before we leave. Yeah, what time's your flight? I'll get there in the morning. I'll be like, hey, I'm here to check in. My room's not ready yet. I'm going to drink with Monica. Absolutely. Is Russ going to be there? Chandler Bing? That's awesome. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, absolutely. I will talk to people. I think Bob's coming, and he's going to need a extra tall. I don't know if you make extra tall shirts. A guy 6'7". It's ridiculous. He's the tallest person I've ever met in my life. We went to the Cocktails and Screams is where we went on Mother's Day. We went to a pirate something or other pop-up show with Bob and his wife. Ray and I went with Bob and his wife. And walking down the street, I was like looking up at him. Now, I'm 6 foot, so I mean I'm not short by any means. Yeah. I'm doing it right here. I'm trying to follow along right here, but I'm also trying to pay attention and drink and tell you guys about a party. Nate, my phone stinks. Well, wash it. That's what you have to do with those things. What's up? I want to say what's up to Tim. Tim, it was great meeting you that night. Hopefully, I will make sure that I can go to Gurgling Suitcase. My kids are off, so we can just come and hang out. I can't wait to see you guys again. Tim and I had discussions for hours. We literally stood out on the balcony at Skip's party that he graciously had. Hold on, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. At Skip's party that he had at the Polynesian, we went and met everybody, but really hit it off with Tim just because he was fun to talk to. He's just a fun person. So Monica was great to talk to as well. And definitely looking forward to you guys can just push your flights another day. What's a Friday? Monica, you know it's cheaper to fly on Saturdays. I know what you do. See, I do it too. Saturdays are cheaper to fly. You should just do that. Plus, it's a Saturday. What are you going to do on a Saturday? I'm not even posting your comment, Farrell. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life. I posted all your other comments, but now you're being rude. Tell you what. Wherever you want to meet up, we'll be there. Let's do Gurgling Suitcase. My kids are off, so I'm going to be there anyway. I'll just make them. We'll just put them in bathing suits and let them go swim, and we can just sit at Gurgling, and we can go sit by the pool anyway. Because All right. So those of you who don't know, I think we talked about it a couple times on the show. Gurgling Suitcase at Old Key West is the smallest bar you've ever seen in your entire life. It has 4 bar stools, and that's it. The line goes through like the front entrance of a restaurant and then around a building. There's nothing to it, but they serve drinks in these not margarita glasses or plastic margarita cups. They're seriously this big, and they're well worth the money. That's not that expensive. Excuse me. We live close. Kids are off from school that Friday. Yep. We plan to head to Old Key West in the morning so we can hang by the pool. Yep. That's what I'm going to be doing. Tim needs to get back Friday night. Oh, okay. Well, see, now you made me feel bad. Now I take back everything I said. You have to go home Friday night, but Friday morning. What time? I think Gurgling opens at 11. When we were there with Sean and Carrie, I think it opened at 11 o'clock, so we can definitely have some libations. Farrell, let's not go back to middle school when you and I had altercations. Let's not do that. You have to work Sunday morning? That's fine because the party's Friday night. Again, you're not giving me any info here to tell me why you can't get there, Darren. Well, caregiving, you don't want to take somebody away from caregiving. You have to give care. That's what caregiving is, isn't it? We don't want to make anybody feel sad that they're lonely or anything like that. We just want to have drinks and have a good time. That's all. Monica, what about you? Do you guys travel outside of the bubble, the Disney bubble? Where do you like to go? Where do you guys like to have drinks at? Stuff like that. Oh, it's Friday night, Darren. All good. If you have ventured anywhere, see, I've been to downtown Orlando. I Reagan fell down in downtown Orlando. Reagan falls down a lot. Okay, like if you see her with like a busted eye or like a bloody lip or something, I swear to God, it's not me. It's her, 100% all the time. She's fallen 3 or 4 times now, 2 times at SeaWorld, maybe 3, maybe 3. And then she fell down the stairs at Brian's place over at Casa Morella. I'm not gonna shush. See, here we go. Look at all the people. Yep, coming out of the woodwork. Just PM me so that I can put your name on the. It's not. We don't have paper. We just have a chat thread that we're putting names in that of everybody that's coming. I think we're up to 12 or 13 right now, maybe 14. We just have to figure it out. When we have a car like Miller, we go to cheap beers. Haha. Miller, yeah, okay. Well, Miller's just opened up in Claremont. They had their soft opening tonight. I think they opened tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, it was 9 days from last Saturday. So yeah, I think they opened tomorrow or Tuesday. The brand new Miller's. They just built it. It's gonna be awesome. What was the date again? The 2nd of September. Not this Friday coming up. Next Friday. This Friday I have to leave. Drive up to Atlanta. Wedding on Saturday. Leaving on Sunday morning. I'm gonna try to stream Sunday night. I'll let you guys know. See how that goes. Tomorrow. Oh, yep. Miller's opens tomorrow here in Claremont. Yep. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's right down the street. It's right on 50. So it's 12 minutes from our house driving. There's Miller's everywhere. There's Miller's in Maryland. There's Miller's all over the country. It's an ale house. If you haven't been to Miller's, it's a pub ale house. Usually have live music. I have some friends who have played at Miller's before. At Vic's. Oh yeah, Vic's. Yeah, but that's Wisconsin. We can't. We're talking about we're trying to hone it into the Central Florida area. It's like this big. If I am the state of Florida, this is Central Florida. I am the state of Florida. I'm the state of Florida. I just called myself the state of Florida. Probably have to drink more, probably. And then I'll be the state of intoxication. But yeah. Yeah, Miller's. Like, what's Miller's prices like down here? I haven't been to a Miller's that's down here. Rockville Pike, yeah, there is. There's one on Rockville Pike, and there's also one in Bel Air. That's the one I used to drive past all the time. Oh, you're talking about Vic's house. Okay, I thought you were talking about a bar. That was Nate. Yes, I fell down half a flight of stairs, and it wasn't drunk fall. I just fell, but for some reason my body decided to do a forward somersault as I fell. And I'm telling you, at 45 years old, everything still hurts. Like, look, I'm pushing right here. I have to take 2 ibuprofen before I go to bed tonight because it hurts. We went to Miller's the day we put an offer in on this house. We did? No, we went to CBC. Yeah, we went to CBC the day. But remember, we had the bad service. The dogs were outside panting. I had to go inside. The bartender got upset, yelled at a server, told her to come outside, and she still didn't. Still bought a shirt, though. So one thing you should know about me, I love, if I go someplace, when I was up in Wisconsin, for example, I bought a shirt from every bar that we went to that had shirts that I could deal with. Simonette's had weird shirts, like red pocket, just said like Simonette's, but I bought one. Well, I didn't buy one from BB's. They gave me one at BB's, but I bought one at every other bar. Yeah, I have 3 shirts. I got one from the brewery. That was an expensive day. Whoever had shirts, I bought one from. Met Caitlin and Zach, Desi, Mark, Sean, and Carrie to Miller's. Man, the day we moved here, I wasn't there. You fell down. You probably banged your head. Probably have a concussion still. But yeah. So that's the update. That's what I wanted to let you guys know. It's been an hour. I'm going to keep drinking. But StreamYard likes to shut us off here soon. So next Sunday, I'm going to try really hard to put a stream together. It just depends on traffic and what time we can actually get out of Atlanta. It's about 6 hours. So as long as we leave by I don't know, noon. I should be able to get on a stream and talk silly and make some more drinks with you guys. Oh, the day we looked at houses with Josh. Yeah, okay. That I thought you said the day we moved in. Let me scroll back. Hold on. Oh, the day we put an offer in on the house. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, stop talking. You're confusing me. So yes, next Sunday I'm going to try. If not, I'll go live from Atlanta if I can. You know what? I'll go live from Atlanta during the wedding. Yeah, and what I really want to do, real quick, for the next time that we do a happy hour at Sean's, which is going to, well, actually, no, we're going to do the next happy hour that we do is going to be at Old Key West. I want to do hi, my name's Nate. This is my first drink. Have you guys seen that on the reels that are on Facebook or TikTok or wherever people are posting these? They always come up on Facebook for me, but it tells you, this is my first drink, and then later on I was like, this is my 15th drink. I want to do that because especially at happy hour, it's actually a really good time. But hey, thanks for everybody for joining. We had a ton of people. Again, you guys are killing us lately. That's awesome. Getting tons and tons and tons of viewers. We love it. Thank you so much, Sky Nash. Can't wait to see you in 2 weeks, brother. We're gonna rage like rage happen. We're gonna rage like when we were at Jock Lindsay's that night. That's how hard we're gonna rage, and a little bit more probably, because we're gonna have food. Yeah. So the only thing you need to bring to the Old Key West party, everybody who's still here, there's still a bunch of you still here, is bathing suits. Just bring something to change in. I don't care if it's just don't get us kicked out for wearing nothing. Get us kicked out for drinking. I mean, that they really don't do that either because we've gotten pretty torn up there and they just really don't care. But they have a cool water slide, great pool, and great bar service. So good to see you too, Monica. I can't wait to see you. We'll make sure that we get there early. Again, we live 15 minutes away from Old Key West. We're just going to drive over there in the morning, say, hey, we're waiting to check in. Whatever time you can get there. Bar opens at 11. I'm going to have stuff in the car so we can just party. We can tailgate. Let's tailgate. Let's tailgate at Old Key West. That's what's happening. 9 a.m. Let's do it. 9 a.m. on Friday the 2nd. We're going to tailgate right in place. Yeah. There's plenty of places to sleep too. So if you do get a little bit intoxicated, it's okay. You can stay. I know that there's the bedroom, plus there's a convertible sofa, plus a convertible chair. I think it sleeps 8 or 10. And we're bringing 2 air mattresses as well. So if you have to crash, you can crash. It's not a problem at all. Everybody, Drunk Disney Dads, Neverland Nate, saying goodnight, be well, be safe. Say hi to everybody you see. Say hi and thank you and hold the door for everybody you see as well. Okay? If you get in someone's way, say excuse me. Say please and thank you. I do it every day. I try to instill that in all my kids. Be nice to everybody. Be kind. It's a good thing to do because this world sucks. And we just have to make the best of it while we're here. All right? Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Look at the fishies.